Hello and welcome to Wednesday's Words of Worship. You know, here we are less than a week away from Christmas. And we've already experienced some wonderful things together as our families gather and we continue our preparations for Christmas Day. And if you have kids or can remember back to your childhood, the excitement becomes almost unbearable. The anticipation of Christmas morning and what gifts might be underneath the Christmas tree. Our human impatience and impulsiveness makes it difficult for us to wait. There's a verse in Galatians chapter 4 where Paul talks about waiting. It says, "But when the set time had fully come, God sent his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, to redeem those under the law, that we might receive adoption to sonship." Now, you know God's plan wasn't put together overnight or as an reaction to an unforeseen circumstances. God's plan required patience. The timing of sending his Son, the Messiah, into the world was carefully planned. Like kids at Christmas, we often want God to act more quickly than he does. We want God to solve our problems the moment we first pray about them. But God is an eternal God, and his patience goes beyond our impulsiveness and temperament that makes us want instant gratification and resolution. We don't understand why God waited through centuries of obedience, then apostasy, then judgment and repentance, and why this process repeated over and over again in the Old Testament. We do know that God had a perfect plan and perfect timing. Maybe God was just waiting for the human race to run out of self-sufficient resources so that when he extended his grace through his Son, it would be more meaningful. We don't know. We can rest assured that God's timing and circumstances were perfect. Paul stated in that passage from Galatians that Jesus was born under the law. You know, God's timing in sending Jesus fulfilled every prophecy and every promise. And Jesus met every demand of the law for us. He fulfilled the moral law with his perfect life, and he fulfilled the ceremonial sacrificial law by his death. Let's try to remember that God's timing is always perfect. Let's try to slow down a little this Christmas to remember that, to embrace that, and be thankful for it. Hey, thanks for listening. I'm Kevin. Merry Christmas, and I hope to see you again next week.